to, and I don't want one. So did mine. Last week. ABG, yeah. I guess normally it's time to be.
All right, Nick, I'm going to disagree with Barry about a couple of things. First of all, I think you're trying to do too much in a short amount of time. The slides, I didn't count them, but there had to be at least 20 of them, and that's just way too many. You're clicking through things, boom, 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 and before we even get a chance to see. And some of them are real simple. They just have 3 words on them, but before we even get a chance to get down to the third, and I'm not a slow reader. I'm a pretty, I won't say above average, but I can read pretty quickly, and one, two, boom, and we're on to the next thing. So change that, change that, change that, and it just feels like you're in a race the whole time. So you need to simplify what you're talking about here. There's a structure, for instance, in the speech that's available for us to see on the transparent, or not on the transparency, but on the slides that you're using. But those are, for instance, some of the things that go by the quickest. You've got a lot of nice graphic images that are large and easy to see, but they often have little to do with what you're talking about. They're just background. You mentioned, for instance, the 4 browsers. You've got the little logos up there, and then you start pointing at them individually. And the truth is, you barely need to have anything like that to visualize them, because you're just saying that this operating system will allow you to use most versions of all of these browsers and even some versions of Internet Explorer. And so I'm not sure that it's necessary. So you need to edit, edit, edit on the visual materials. You also need to focus a little bit more. I like the idea about how we could get into doing this and what we could get out of it. I'm still trying to figure out why it is that we would want to change from this. What are the significant advantages that you have over this? That the cube formatting of the monitor, that's an interesting idea. That sounds like something that would be really distinctive about this system that might be useful to people. And if you just focused on that and talked about that as a reason to switch to this operating system, I think there you'd have something that would give you something manageable in the amount of time that you have, instead of trying to do all this other stuff and get it in there. And it just seems like you're constantly racing through the speech, and we're not getting a chance to develop much interest into it or understand it very much before we get on to the next thing. All right. Thank you.